I didn't lose money because the market was hard. I lost it because I didn't follow my own system. And the truth? I actually read the market right. This wasn't a bad trading day. This was a discipline failure. Let me say it clearly. This was a clean downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows. Bearish EMAs stacked. Strong sell-side momentum. The market was literally telling me to stay short. Everything was there. And what did I do? I told myself, it's oversold. It might reverse. That one thought messed my execution for this trade. Oversold doesn't mean reversal. In a trend, oversold equals continuation fuel. I don't predict. I wait for confirmation. That's my rule. And I broke it. Here's what that felt like in real time. First, I hesitated. That was fine. Then I chased the move late. And instantly, -3, -6, -24, -56, -82. That pressure builds fast. At that point, I wasn't trading anymore. I was managing stress. This is what I had to accept. It's not just psychology, it's entry location. I entered after the move, so now I'm forced to survive the trade instead of executing it. Let me break it down honestly. Was this A+? Trend? Pullback? Entry before expansion? Clean setup? It wasn't my setup. I violated my own rule. I enter before expansion, not after. So what happened? Panic, then relief. I exited green, but it wasn't clean. It was emotional. What I should have done. The correct play was simple. I just didn't follow it. In that environment, I should have waited. Waited for a weak pullback, small candles, volume drying up. Then enter on the break of the pullback low. That's my system. That's it. This is where I lost control. I literally said, I know this is risky, and I took it anyway. That's not trading. That's gambling. No trend alignment, no structure shift, no confirmation, nothing, just emotion. And then I did the most dangerous thing. I added to the loser, down -133, and I increased size. That's how accounts get blown. Because now I'm not just wrong, I'm aggressively wrong. On NVDA, I took a call. Not because it was confirmed, but because I thought it would go up. The truth there was no confirmation, no structure shift, nothing that actually told me, this is the moment. I anticipated, and that breaks my rule. I don't predict, I wait. I knew it wasn't clean, so I reduced my size, almost like I was telling myself, this probably won't work. And it didn't. The trade failed. But because I sized down and got out early, the loss stayed small. This is important. Just because I managed risk well doesn't make it a good trade. It was still no confirmation, no real setup, just anticipation. That's not execution. That's controlled gambling. Now, SPY was different. This one actually had everything. Strong trend, momentum, volume expanding. This was the type of setup I should be focused on. But there was one detail. It was getting overextended. What I did. And I still took the call. I got a small profit, and I exited early. I did not optimize my gain, not because my plan said so, but because I was exhausted. After everything earlier in the day, I didn't trust myself to manage the trade properly. So I took the money and walked away. The SPY trade was actually valid, but my execution was still affected by fatigue, earlier mistakes, mental pressure. That's the pattern for these trades. On NVDA, I anticipated. On SPY, I cut it early. Different trades, same problem. I wasn't fully in control of my decisions. Now this matters too. Reduced size on a risky trade. Cut the loss early. Took profit instead of forcing more. Recognized I was getting exhausted. That's how I improve. But the standard has to be higher. Not, I managed it well, but was it A+ from the start? If there's no confirmation, I don't take it. If I'm anticipating, I don't take it. If I'm tired, I don't trade. Simple, but strict. This wasn't about NVDA. This wasn't about SPY. This was about anticipation, fatigue, discipline. And until I fix that, it doesn't matter what ticker I trade. If you've ever taken a trade you knew wasn't clean, or exited early just because you were tired, subscribe. Because this is the real side of trading nobody talks about.